All right, so let's get this episode going. So I believe this is episode 144. Welcome back, everyone. We kind of, sort of, almost didn't record on this day, but you know. Anyway,
I wonder why.
somebody got called into work, so
Yeah, for fucking nothing. But it's free
free money, I guess.
5 hours. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's free 5 hours because I told my boss like straight up like, how long do you need me? You can work as long as you like. I was like, okay, one minute. He just stared at me. I was like, oh, I thought we were negotiating.
So, anything else? I guess since you're sort of alluding to how you've been doing. Anything new for you?
Downloaded the patch for Smash. Didn't play online yet with
Yeah.
Kazuya.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, Kazuya looks fun to play, but I don't think he's my character, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, I was messing around with him just a little earlier, but go on.
Because I think my characters are like Incineroar, Bowser, Lucario. I'm just naming the fucking furries. I use Peach to, annoy the hell out of you guys.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, especially during what was it? Smash 4. Oh my goodness, I remember that Peach.
Get the fuck down. No, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? I think I'm going to buy something tomorrow. Oh yeah. This is not advertisement, so if you're a 90s fan and you love Power Rangers, buy the Reebok shoes.
Oh, the Reeboks.
The Reebok Power Ranger shoes.
Damn.
I'm not joking. I'll link it to you so you can
Put it up.
think to yourself if you wanna buy it.
I mean,
One of those shoes that I want.
I'll put it up on the thing. Yeah, it's like so everyone else can see on in the video.
One of the shoes that they're selling is what I want, and it's $180. It's pretty nice. But
It's a pair of shoes, so yeah.
it's a pair of shoes, but it's what's the word? Nostalgia reasons.
Yeah, nostalgic reasons. Oh my goodness.
Right?
Wow. They kind of went ham on these shoes. They kind of look nice, admittedly.
But see, what's funny is that if you buy all of them, they form the Megazord because of the shoe boxes.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's the Megazord shoes that I want. So it's like,
I'm like, as soon as I saw the Megazord one, I was like, ooh. So we kind of had the same mindset on that one. Like,
but
damn.
see, I mean, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit
Tangent.
Super Sentai. Cute. Oh god, I forgot the Japanese. They're the Super Sentai version.
Like Kyoryu something. I don't know.
Yeah, oh god. Sentai.
Like Kyuju Ranger or something. I don't know. You're talking
Kyoryu.
Okay.
Kyoryu. There you go.
Kyoryu, yeah, Kyoryu, yeah. So it was Kyoryu, yeah. That's dinosaurs in Japanese, yeah.
Kyoryu Sentai Zoo Ranger. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
That's when it comes to Super Sentai. Zoo Ranger is not really my favorite. It's actually Q Ranger. Which came out in 2000, late 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2015 plus. But
Yeah.
that's all for now, right?
Yep.
Could you not lift in front of the camera, please? So please, sir. I will put this to on.
Yeah. They look pretty cool.
Yep. So if you guys have the money, go right ahead.
Yeah. Anything else you wanted to bring up?
Well, right now my coworker wants to do a shadow box for me for my Godzilla cards.
Oh.
So he's gonna let me know like how much it's gonna be and stuff.
Nice.
But I told him do not use koa wood. And what koa wood is for people that don't know, koa wood in Hawaii is one of the most expensive, beautiful wood you can ever have as a picture frame.
Uh-huh.
So, so let's say your picture frame is like this big. It's this big, your picture frame, and you wanted koa wood. That's an insta $200.
Damn. That's some premium wood.
It is.
It's like cherry
So,
oak or some shit.
Yep. So that's why I like told him like 6 times, do not use koa wood. I am not paying for koa wood.
Yeah.
It'll look nice, but I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for me for now.
For now.
Stop licking the case.
Well, these 2 boxes finally came in from Pokemon cards. It's the I'll show it here. It's the Blastoise box right here.
So you're giving me that, right?
And here's the Venusaur box right here. Finally,
yeah, you can keep that.
You can keep that one. No one likes Venusaur. No one likes that fucking frog with the plant on its back or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, no one likes that piece of shit. Next.
With the flower on top just to make it look pretty. No. They finally came in, dude. Like they took a long time to be fulfilled, like because they were super like unexpectedly, I guess, high in demand because it was Blastoise and Venusaur. What do you fucking know? Like who'd have thought, right? Like,
yeah.
So they took a long ass time to get to me, but I got them, so I'm gonna open them. I think tomorrow as I record this for a stream. So, which by the time this video will come out, it'll already happen. But happy that they came in the first place. So, whatever, it's fine.
See, they had to kill the trees and the Pokemon so they can make the cards. Just for you.
Just for me.
Hold on. I will put you in the corner. Stop licking my computer case.
Them cats, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't know what's worse, cats or dogs.
Yeah.
Depends.
Actually, yeah. They both have their sort of gripes and sort of issues that you have to deal with, but whatever. Pets are pets. Anyway, I actually did play Mario Golf yesterday with Afro.
I saw.
I made that eagle shot. You saw the eagle shot, right? With Bowser.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions of the authenticity of that swing. So I brought my friend Tiger Woods
Yeah.
to to look over your swinging form. Yeah. You've been taking drugs?
Well, I mean,
Recreational drugs?
ask Bowser, my friend. I'm definitely the wrong guy to ask, but anyway, it's actually really fun. I haven't done like speed golf or anything like that just yet. We just played like the 18 hole like regular golf. So what I can say for that mode, I feel like you should pick the characters that have the power. So like Bowser, Donkey Kong, King Babam, and like the big guys, right? Because they can get you like pretty much like the highest chance of like getting to like secret little areas or like the little like patches of islands of green, where it'll take you to like the closer end to like the hole and stuff like that. So that's why you kind of like want to aim more towards that But when it comes to like speed golfing, I imagine that will probably change up where or who you should stick with or whatever. So I did. I mean, although I did pick Waluigi as my first character, I mean he's all right, I guess. But like there's special shots, you know, if you do him right, you can like knock out people's like balls away from the hole or whatever. That's so it's kind of like the that sort of like that Mario Party-esque like annoyance, that party game annoyance. So it's fun. It's fun. It's all fun, good fun in games. It's a golf game, so how can you fuck it up? My only concern at this point is just, are they gonna add more courses over time? So I really do hope so, because that's like what really makes up the game. I'm in my opinion, like yeah, characters are cool, like more characters, that's cool, but I feel like the courses are just as important, if not more important, for at least Mario Golf here anyway. So yeah, I guess you can say it's like the same with Mario Kart. You know, the stages or courses are just as important as the characters. So, but yeah, fun game. If you are in the mood for Mario Golf, definitely pick it up on the Switch. Let's see. Other than that, got a couple more Pokemon card products just lying around still, other than the Blastoise and Venusaur box. So I'll get those open eventually for the stream, and then yeah, I've been whatchamacall, just just to I've been doodling here and there with my new tablet or whatever. Again, like it still feels good. I still have that same complaint where the brightness of the screen could be could use some more of that, but you do what what you're getting paid for. So I guess like they're like really catering to what counts of what makes it a good drawing tablet. So if you're like in a mood for like a entry level drawing tablet that has a screen and everything, definitely recommend the Huan or Huan. I forget how it was pronounced, but Huan tablet. The Canvas is like Canvas Pro 16 or something like that. That's like the newest model or whatever. That's good entry level tablet. If you're just like if you just don't necessarily want like the pro sort of version of whatever, this is a good one. So
it's pretty much if you don't want to break your bank.
Yeah, don't break your bank. But if you do still want a screen tablet, because that's like those are pretty expensive if you go anywhere else. Yes. But yeah, pretty much.
I should know. I'm eyeing one of the Wacom,
Wacom, yeah,
Wacom tablets that's like 700.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these other functions I don't need, but I like the size.
Yes. I do. I can imagine like the brightness of the screen at least is pretty nice. But
just think of it as back in the day, you're playing your Game Boy Brick, and you're playing at night, and you gotta wait for every light pole, and you're like, and stop.
Well, it's more of because even with the anti-glare thing, the glare is still there, and it kind of like takes up the screen quite a bit. So if you don't have any lights on, then it works just fine. Or if you like dim your lights, I think that'll like alleviate the issue. But the thing could use some more brightness. That's all I'm gonna complain about. So yeah.
Okay. That's pretty much. If someone walks in, why do you have the light off?
Yeah.
Get out, mom.
Yeah, get out, mom. I'm drawing. I'm drawing, damn it.
It's like, what are you drawing? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, for when it comes to like games and stuff like that. I did mess around with Kazuya for a little bit, but literally all I did was trying to practice the dash, the crouch dashing, fast.
Oh, the Korean dash.
The Korean forward dashing, pretty much it's called. But yeah, that's like
he cannot do it backwards, right? It's only forwards.
It's only forward, yeah. That's backwards. You just tap back like super fast, and you'll backdash is fine. It's the forward dashing that counts. It's actually what you want to do because that leads up to the uppercut. So that's
Sure, you can. I mean, what?
yeah, electric wing off fist. That is the premium Tekken experience when it comes to the Mishimas. So but pretty cool. I do like the music overall though. Pretty satisfied. And
I was super satisfied when I saw. Remember the one track that I hope it made it. It makes it. Yodeling.
the yodeling, yeah, yodeling in the
Yes.
meadows. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, thank you, Sakurai. Thank you, Harada. You know your audience.
If there was the one song I really wanted to make it in there, it's definitely the yodeling in the middle hill or whatever it's called, or basically hidden retreat theme.
Yeah, hidden retreat.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise though, I like the other selections like Moonlit Wilderness. Of course, that's a pretty popular one. The Infinite Azure one theme. I forget what it was called. It was like moon something. There's always some sort of like moon word thrown in there somewhere when it comes to these.
Tiara magic.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that Antares didn't make it. Antares is like that the Devil Jin theme from Tekken 5. That one I'm kind of disappointed, but everything else is definitely good. I feel like
I'm disappointed that Snoop Dogg's song didn't make it in.
Oh, of course not. Wait.
I could have just done this. Pass. Here you go.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk more about Smash later on.
Smash.
Yeah, Smash. There is some stuff to talk about when it comes to Smash. But so let's get to the news of things. Otherwise, I think we can definitely say that we've been both doing good for at least the past week anyway. So nothing much to complain about, other than work for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let's see, where are we starting? Skip.
Well, I mean, Sony didn't skip it, so I guess there's something. So
Sony brought it back, right?
Yeah. At this point, I think it's back on the store. So we're gonna talk about Cyberpunk for a little bit. So previously we talked about Cyberpunk returning back to the PlayStation Store. So what does that mean? I mean, apparently, there was a bit of a short statement, and CD Projekt Red said that the game has finally reached to satisfactory level of stability. So not that I played it myself, but I feel like there's still work to be done. I from judging from like the few videos I've seen of the post patch or whatever, or post patches rather, I feel like it's definitely still not the game like we all been like sort of waiting for. Yeah. Sorry, you were gonna say something?
I was gonna say it took 6 months.
Yeah, I think
Right?
so. I think it was 6 months.
Roughly 6 months. Let's just say roughly 6.
Yeah, it is 6 months. Yeah, according to this.
For them to reach, I want to say, day 1 patch.
Yeah. Pretty much, it's like a long ass day 1 patch.
Yeah. Like where it's now is actually day 1 launch title.
You can pretty much say that.
That's kind of sad when you say it out loud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, there are people in the comments saying, yeah, it's still like unfinished. It feels unfinished still, and all that stuff. Like there's some people that are like not agreeing with that. And yeah, I mean, well, again, it's hard to say for me, but again, but from what I've been gathering from other people and stuff like that, and of course including this comments now, like no one's talking about it like as if, oh, the game is like fixed, like it's there, like it's we've all we've all been waiting for, you know, that type of thing. There would have been people talking about it if that was really the case, where
Yeah.
you know, it's satisfactory or level or whatever that CD Projekt Red has referred here. So, do you have anything else to add on?
I mean, maybe it's like a good time now for the people that's been waiting to just finally jump in, you know?
I guess so. Yeah. And then, oh man, getting this thing on actual day one though was an absolute nightmare. Like, I guess in comparison, sure, but that's really not saying anything. You know what I mean? Like, it should not have even happened. It was so bad. So, because like especially like on certain side quests, I think for me anyway, it's still stuck on incomplete. So I can't, like, on that playthrough, I can't even finish, or I can't even 100% it. It sucks. And I definitely put some time into that build. So it's like, well, shit, you know. For those who are curious, I did the corpo on that one, but not that it makes a difference anyway, because the storyline kind of still leads to the same sort of result at the end of things, pretty much. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. I guess it was a very ambitious project that was not able to be finished. And that's very, very unfortunate. I was very much looking forward to the game. I wanted to be this to be my first CD Projekt Red game. It looked really promising and all that stuff. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone has similar thoughts to that one. You know, it looked pretty impressive, whatever. But we all kind of fell for it, pretty much, for us who bought it. It's definitely one of the biggest disappointments, you know, in a long time anyway. But yeah, you know, that's the situation we are in now. But we'll see if we actually will see any like further updates and blah 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 and stuff like that. That roadmap, man, that very last roadmap they left out or put out, very like vague, very like, you know what I mean? Like it didn't really like show much when it comes to like, oh, we're gonna have this content, and this content or whatever. It was just like, oh yeah, 1.6 patch could happen here. 1.7 patch could happen later on this year. You know, at this point, it's like, I'm kind of like kind of apathetic. I haven't kind of thought about like, oh man, I really want to play Cyberpunk or anything like that. I've been just busy with all the other new games that came out over the past few months, you know. So you can kind of tell by what we've been playing. So like, you know, GG Strive and like and all that fun stuff. Final Fantasy Integrate that came out, you know, not too long ago. You know, you name it. Anyway, I think we talked enough about that. So this one, indirectly kind of relating to gaming in a way, because people like to make jokes about OnlyFans, especially with the streamers and stuff like that. With like, cause like it's pretty much like the place where, you know, you find the sort of the people who run their OnlyFans doing like the quote unquote lewd stuff. But this one comes from a video, but I'm not gonna play it here. But people, oh sorry, that was loud. People have been, yeah, people have been reporting it. There's been places where, you know, they have been talking about this. OnlyFans is getting rid of the lewd or not safe for work sort of content, kind of like what happened with what is it? Tumblr. You know, similar to that sort of happening or situation. So yeah, I feel like only that part of OnlyFans is a big chunk of it. So that could hurt it. So yeah. Did you hear about this at all?
A bit,
Uh-huh.
I did, but then in my head I was like, so OnlyFans is gonna shoot them in the leg, in the foot.
Big shot,
Okay.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, it's not a pistol shot. It's actually like a rocket launcher to the foot.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then they're gonna be like, what happened to all like content creators? It's like, well, you drove them away.
Mm-hmm. How could this happen? Well, you know.
How could this be?
How could
Like,
this be?
where?
How is this possible?
It's like, well, first off,
Mm-hmm.
you're stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think something like that has been happening with Patreon, but it's just
Yeah,
that
Patreon, it's like,
very stingy or
for
something like that. Yeah.
it's kind of like, oh, Patreon does not allow, which is weird, PayPal to be used as a form of currency
Yeah,
to
yeah,
buy, those not safe for work items that
yeah.
some artists have.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that is why, like, some artists they reword it,
Yeah, yeah. In order
and
to
I'm like,
bypass it. Mm-hmm.
yeah, to bypass like such a dumb thing. And
Yeah,
it's more fun that Gumroad, where most of the artists, put
Gumroll.
their
Mm-hmm.
their content after, like a few.
Few weeks or whatever, that time exclusivity sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I help you?
The cat. Yeah. So yeah, it's like it's just one of those things. It's like they're really taking away what brought them like the big bucks. Obviously, like the not
Yeah.
the NSFW sort of side of things. Like we know how all that goes. I mean, especially with the artists and stuff like that. Like they bring in the big bucks when it comes to those sort of companies and websites and stuff like that. And for them to like essentially cut that head off, it's like, do you really think it's such a good idea? As much as it doesn't look good on some investors' eyes, like, is it really all worth it? In the long run? Because I have a feeling like, and I'm pretty sure people do agree on it or whatever. Is that is what it's the investors is what kind of like drive that sort of agenda, I guess, to like make it all like more PC and whatever, or clean and safe for everyone, pretty much that sort of thing, or just look good in those people's eyes. So that's why those companies kind of give in to like to like that money or that pressure, right? Just to grab that cash and try to run with it, right? What happened with that's what happened with Tumblr. Like there was like a big fallout and like really like no one has. I don't think as many people do use Tumblr anymore. Like it's been
They
like a
use like
days like what?
they use like I think a lot of people that were Tumblr content creators,
Uh huh.
they moved to it picks something.
Oh, Pixiv. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Pixiv. That pretty much that's like one of the websites I can think of like right on top of my head. Like, oh yeah, that's like where artists are going now for their sort of that kind of content.
It's also and
Mhm.
also I believe Porn P Hub
Yes.
welcomes those content creators, and also Newgrounds.
Yeah, that's an old name. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
I think
goodness.
Newgrounds. It was like during the Tumblr fallout. Newgrounds was like, "Welcome.
Yeah.
We've been dying here. Come
Mhm.
here. Give us life again."
Yeah. I think it seems like yeah they came back at the right time when these companies are kind of like falling to that investor money pressure, and then now the other companies are taking the opportunity to grab those audiences or content creators to help with the cash flow essentially. So I mean, I guess it's unfortunate for like I imagine like when it comes to OnlyFans, it's more for like the cosplayer, right? I mean, of course, same with Patreon, right? But OnlyFans definitely like it seemed like to me it catered more towards like, or at least just so happened to garner more of the cosplayers that do like the more, the ravishing sort of cosplays and stuff like that with the, NSFW sort of side of things. So those content creators are kind of fucked once this whole thing takes place. So yeah, I mean, I imagine they have to go back to like Patreon, or I don't know if they can go to like Pixiv or something like that. I don't know if any other alternative when it comes to like the cosplayers. Because like Pixiv is more like about drawing and all that stuff, so it's hard to say, right? Because again, like Patreon, like you kind of mentioned, like they make it purposefully inaccessible, to produce and distribute, that kind of content to the fans who are Patreon or the Patreons or the patrons who are subscribed to that sort of content. We'll see. I mean, kind of sucks, but they kind of shot themselves in the foot with a rocket launcher, like you pretty much said. Big shot. Pretty unfortunate that they've kind of gave into that sort of pressure, but that's the sort of situation it seems like right now. So, yeah. Unless you don't have anything else to say, Zawa, that's it for OnlyFans. I don't know if who will remain for OnlyFans. They'll probably like change it into something else in the future. I can imagine. It does have the branding name, I guess, because people like to make memes out of it. Like, oh yeah, why don't you do a OnlyFans to bring in the cash flow when it comes to like the streamers that are kind of like quote unquote desperate for money. You know what I mean? Like they kind of play that joke, like I need more money. That's sort of whole meme. But yeah, that's just pretty much it. So, alrighty. Let's move on to the fighting game type of news. Still kind of like the controversial like front line sort of news, right? But it also involves with some sort of fighting game. So I don't know if you saw this, Zawa, but this is from Mars, the pro Smash player that put out a tweet that had a lot of people talking, very very controversial, I guess, in recent times. So I'm gonna read it right here. So the tweet right here says, and can you see this, Zawa, before I start?
Yes.
Okay. So the tweet here from Mars says, hope they just start letting top players do early registration. I know it's top player privilege or whatever, but I'd rather see MK Leo and Light go to CEO, for example, rather than two dudes who are gonna go 0-2 and ask top players for pictures only after they lose. So did you catch this tweet during okay.
No, but just wow, that last part of the sentence was like, oof.
Now granted, I mean, Mars is known to say stuff like this, like kind of like stupid sort of takes and stuff like that. So I'm not too surprised that it came from Mars, but at the same time, like, did you really wake up and decide this is okay to tweet out? You know what I mean? But then again, it's Mars, so he's kind of a goofball. So I kind of get what he's coming from, but at the same time, it's still a stupid take is a stupid take. So it's a stupid take.
It's kind of like, sir, are you ready for the backlash?
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah. It's like you're just slightly like just turning the knob, but the door's already ready to break. It's like, it's like I'm sorry, and there you go.
I like Kenny. I like how Kenny's like tweet is like right there, right away, with a picture of the Weenie Hut Jr. And then he says top player or top Smash player VIP area, fucking Weenie Hut Jr. from SpongeBob. Of course,
Kenny, you cannot tell the truth here.
Quite a bit of likes and retweets on that one. Hook and God was saying something like, "Oh, no lies detected, but they not ready to hear this." Like, yeah, this is definitely coming from Mars, right? Like he definitely feels that way. And again, like I'm not too surprised that it came from Mars, but yeah, at the same time, it's still kind of, but yeah, like even someone like Punk had something to say about it, and he's just like, he kind of like had a picture that kind of like counters this point and stuff like that. Now, granted, they still have these top players that are sponsored and stuff like that. They have like the tools and stuff like that to like help register early in a way, because they have like their managers and like the people who just like let them out, like let them know like, hey, like registration's gonna happen like at this time or whatever, go register and stuff like that. And the thing about these situations, right, is that you have to remember that it's kind of their job, right? It's a part of their thing. They're sponsored to, well, go to tournaments or go play Smash for tournaments and stuff like that, to in order to sort of fulfill that sort of contract and stuff like that. What was written in the contract and stuff like that. That's like kind of like their role to kind of not only exposure for themselves, but it's exposure for that company's brand. So in this case, Panda Global or Panda, that's the sponsor for Mars. That's that's his role, to essentially show the name to the world, essentially. So you have to remember that because it's part of your job, you are responsible to wake up at this time at 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever to go register for said tournament. In this case here, CEO, because CEO is going to be looking like the first offline tournament in a very long time. And people are very excited for that to see it happen. Hopefully, if the situation is, pretty calm at this point with the pandemic and everything. It's kind of weird though, because Mars, I guess, did register and he was able to get a spot, but unfortunately, I guess for MK Leo and Light, they both, and they're both Smash players, did not get a spot, because those spots filled up and like apparently like very very fast. And apparently this was a second time. Like this was like a second wave of registrations. They had a first like registration sort of wave, and apparently that lasted for like a very long time. So that was kind of like on them essentially, I guess. So it's like, again, their responsibility and stuff. So do you have anything to add to that? No.
No.
Yeah.
It's more like pretty much that whole reply, all those replies to this post is pretty much the essence that I'm feeling.
And also,
that's a big filing cabinet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
That's like that scene from Bruce Almighty.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Also, there's like all kinds of topics within this whole like situation too. Besides the the sponsored players, have a job to, register and stuff like that. So that way they get the money for that part of their income, and also for that company as well. The sponsor, Panda Global, Evil Geniuses, Equinox, so on and so forth. But not only that, the whole thing with like, I'd rather see MK Leo and Light go to CEO versus just two dudes. You know what I mean? Like, of course, like the majority aren't gonna be top players and like that. It's just they're just people coming from locals or who are playing for the very first time at a tournament. There's a lot of people that are like that, especially Evo. Like that's like a big cluster of that. You know what I mean? And only like a good minority is like, well, the top players are the players that are sponsored. The big names, the big brands or whatever, right? So, where do you really draw the line too, right? Like who is that? Who is considered a top player? So there's all kinds of like sort of counterpoints that you can like argue, to this tweet. They're very essential to tournaments, because they make the majority. They help make the tournament run essentially. It's not so much the top players really. You would think, because they're famous, they're well known and people like to watch them. So you think that it would be essential to for the streamers to like, or the viewers to watch their stream and stuff like that. But no, it's really a lot of things, a lot of factors do come into play, such as, well, the branding of the stream channel itself, like Team Spooky, the team that runs Evo, right? Evo is a big brand behind it. Capcom obviously has a big brand. There was a example that some people have brought up where there was a stream with a good amount of top players, but people weren't watching that stream because, what do you know, the fucking the team didn't do quite as a good job to like let people know, like, hey, this tournament is happening and stuff like that. So, it's not just the top players that matter. It's like a lot of things that matter that make the tournament run and, well, get garner sort of that viewership or that clout or whatever, the branding and the fame and all that stuff, to get yourself out there. So there's all kinds of things that you can argue against this opinion or take. You know what I mean? So also, like, when it comes to these situations too, like that's how like top players come from being that dude who went 0-2, you know what I mean? So it's like you can agree on me on that one, right? So because everyone starts at the bottom, like that's where everyone starts, and so by cutting off, if you really want to cut off that the whole regular dude sort of group, I guess, then it's like, well, now you're cutting off the potential of these top players, that people who can become these top players someday. So it's like, well, fuck. Well, you know what I mean? They don't have any opportunity to sort of show off what they can do for themselves when it comes to fighting game tournaments. So it's like, yeah. So there's a lot of things to say, but point being,
it's like,
go ahead. Yeah.
It's like, I get what he's saying, but then when you look at it at the way you were saying, you cut off. I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. You cut off the newbies. You only have the top player left. That's gonna be, to me, one boring ass thing to watch.
Yeah, because like you just never know.
Because that pool of top players, they may think, oh, there's a lot. No, that pool is small.
Yeah.
And when you're in a tournament like Evo, you kind of want to, get your money's worth, get your time worth, not just have like, okay, here's Smash.
Yeah.
We're already at the 10 top finals. It's like, wait, what? What happened to the rest?
Yeah.
It's like we have a whole hour we have a whole hour or two segment for Smash. How the hell did you guys cut it down to 10?
Yeah.
To 10 fighters.
Yeah.
And then you just see the announcer going like I don't know.
Yeah, all right, like commentators and stuff. Yeah, like how do you feel in the rest of the time? Like, yeah, because tournaments themselves have sponsors and brands to help keep them afloat and stuff like that with the sponsorship money and whatever, and they want them to obviously like run commercials and ads to fulfill that part of their end and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, yeah, you need players to, well, essentially run a successful tournament. So you can't just like have these invitational size tournaments all the time. It's like it's not gonna really work in the long run if you really want to go for that sort of, you know what I mean? So
it's kind of like they're like I was looking through the comments in this tweet. Someone brought up the Bayonetta thing that happened in 2018.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The person I'll summarize it. Oh yeah, invite only the top players so we can see this thing happen again. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Yeah, even sometimes top players don't really bring in like the showmanship, you know what I mean? So it's like it's the people who don't have much to lose are the ones who are gonna go do these like really stupid but really funny and entertaining things. So it's like that's what brings in that value too, like that showmanship or like that entertainment value as well. It's like it's the dudes who go 0-2 and stuff like that. It's like the the ones that kind of goof off and like have fun and like go laugh and stuff like that. Not so much the people who are so like oh, I gotta stick with the meta, like it's all because money is on the line, so I gotta like really stick with like only these characters or this build or you know what I mean, like so you're gonna like see these players gonna rock these. You're gonna rock like the Akumas or the Camis and the Chun-Li. You know what I mean. So like when it comes to these top players, right? For some cases, right, you're gonna see the same thing over and over and over again, right? So we've seen like the Camis winning these tournaments. We've seen the Akumas winning these tournaments. We've seen this character or this build or this team composition. If we're gonna talk about like Overwatch, for example, or like the hero shooters or like League of Legends, for example, right? I mean, anyway, there's
League
a lot.
Of Legos.
Oh, yeah.
League of Legos.
League of Legos. That'd be kind of a weird collaboration, right? I mean, but anyway.
No, they already did. They already have a collaboration.
Did they? Oh,
Hold on. I think of Overwatch.
Oh, overall. Oh yeah, Overwatch has Legos for sure, but League of
Lego, but Legends, no.
Yeah.
No, they Riot's too poor, so they might go with Mega Blocks. Bang.
Yeah. Oh, there's okay, so there's MK Leo. I mean, I obviously I guess he agreed with him, but I think he knows like that this is not quite the take to kind of completely side with, but I mean, yeah. But yeah, other than that, like Mars pretty much like kind of I think at this point he kind of like plays it like a joke, like again, like because he's like kind of known to be like kind of goofy and stupid, so and I know because
what if he wasn't joking?
What if he wasn't joking?
Was actually serious?
I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard for someone like Mars to like picture Mars being like that because again, like that's the kind of person he is, So I can't even purposely imagine like to like see him that serious and such. Like he even like doubled down, like he like I think it was like one of his like stream notification things, like oh hey, I'm streaming or whatever, but it said like I hate O2ers or something like that. I'm like, damn, dude. Goddamn, Mars, you're actually doubling down on that whole thing. So I think at some point he's just like, okay, yeah, maybe that was stupid to say, but now it's like yeah, I'm gonna just make memes out of it or whatever. So yeah, whatever. It's Mars, so let me see it if I can like find that tweet real quick. I feel like it was pretty recent, so oh yeah, apparently there's a possibility of people like scalping for spots, like ugh, I don't know if that actually was a thing, but I think there are some people that actually register quote unquote, and they're like selling their spot for like extra money or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, the scalping kind of continues. You probably. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go right there. I hate old tours. Oh my goodness. Yeah, of course there's all these like pictures of Mars as a clown and stuff like that. Cause like that guy wears pajamas when he's fucking playing tournaments, like actual tournaments. He wears pajama pants, like come on. he like wears like sweats and stuff like that, so that's the kind of person he is. So again, I'm not too surprised, but a bad take is still a bad take, or a stupid take is still a stupid take. And when it comes to tournaments, the O2ers, the beginners, the newbies, whatever you want to call it, the scrubs that go to these tournaments, they're like very important, just as well any other player. You know what I mean? So you gotta treat every player equally, pretty much. Privilege should not be too much of a thing. I mean, there are some situations where yeah, privilege does come into play, but when it comes to registration, hey man, you gotta do it on your own, man. So like even someone like Punk is like, yeah, um, I gotta get up in the morning, register, you know, and he's like a top player too, so he doesn't like play around with his privilege or anything like that. So, alrighty, I think we definitely talked enough about that.
Skip.
Yeah, now we can definitely skip. All right, more on fighting games when it comes to like tournament related sort of stuff. I'm just gonna bring this up. So yeah, we had the MKX Twitch Rivals stream happen, continuing off where top 8 was supposed to happen. So previously, unfortunately, a lot of the top players within that tournament, funny, top players and privilege, whatever, invitationals. Anyway, the players that were in this tournament were getting DDoSed and getting their information leaked into the chat with their addresses and everything. Very unfortunate situation at the time. But I guess it was safe enough to run or continue the tournament and finish it. And I believe Ninja Killa won the whole thing. I forget who was also in the grand finals, but Ninja Killa won it no less. So congrats to Ninja Killa, of course. But I was happy to see that this tournament finally was able to finish. Because it took quite a bit. It was quite a bit of a wait to have it finish. Understandably so, because it was during June, and it was like E3. There was Guilty Gear Strive and Final Fantasy Integrate. It was a busy month. It was a very busy month overall. I mean, we're in July now, which is crazy, but
We are?
yeah. Right?
I thought it was still June.
Yeah, time flies, right? It's crazy. We're already past sort of that. We're just in the second half of the year. It's crazy. For once, I was able to. Are you gonna change your calendar?
Sting.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually was able to change my calendar on time too. Funny enough. But yeah. It's been a pretty busy month, so that's why I can imagine that's kind of like partially why, or at least maybe mostly why, Twitch Rivals didn't continue off till like recently. So, but yeah, again, I was I was happy to see that it was able to finish it, and I guess there was no incident, so that's pretty good. So yeah, no real controversy or nothing. It's just well, good old MKX, I guess. So, did you have anything to throw in there for the comments?
Congratulations to Ninja Killa, and thank you all that helped make this Twitch rival tournament a reality. And stop fighting them.
The cat. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course.
I'm gonna throw a freaking ball at her.
Big thanks, of course, to Max and, of course, Wonder Chef and I believe it was Ketchup that was also the other commentator as well. Of course, the rest of the crew that helped run this whole thing too, like at Twitch Rivals, like really cool to see that they we're wanting to put the time in for MKX as well as Killer Instinct and stuff like that. So hopefully we see more fighting games. Oh yeah, and then of course even before that, I think was it Killers? No, it was Ultimate Marvel 3. That was like really cool thing to see as well. So hopefully we see more tournaments like this in the future, and we'll see. Maybe what's another cool game that should come back? Kind of hard to say.
Capcom Fighting Evolution.
Yeah.
No
Maybe
one's
Third
gonna
Strike?
play
I don't
that.
know. Maybe Third Strike. Maybe Third Strike would be pretty cool.
Who still has their own Xbox though?
All right. Is UFC Jim still like searching online? Oh my god. That
Some say he is still searching online to this day.
Man, UFC gym. I wonder if it actually is at a UFC gym. Like someone forgot to turn off the Xbox that entire time or something like that. Just for some reason, just constantly searching. That'd be so funny. But yeah, pretty cool. Cool
Away
stuff.
with you.
Okay, so for this time, when it comes to SNK stuff, we actually don't have much to talk about, except for there's a artist note for Vanessa. So I'll just read this real quick.
Vanessa.
Banana? No.
I mean, that's how you pronounce it, right? In
Banana?
Japanese.
Yeah.
Bees.
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Vanessa, yeah. So anyway, this is from Mr. Nakata, of course. Vanessa teams up with Blue Mary and Luong to form Team Secret Agent. Vanessa is a top-ranked agent known for her outstanding performance on the field, monitoring and capturing important subjects, as well as infiltrating and gathering intel on various organizations. You won't want to miss the exciting exploits she gets into with her new teammates. So yeah, and it, of course, has that nice little illustration of Vanessa.
Why is her hands normal in the sketch? But
Right.
in game, she looks like she has fucking gorilla hands.
Well, yeah, I mean that's like the gameplay purpose, you know. To
I know,
yeah,
but still,
but
it's like,
still, yeah, I know what you mean. Her
it's
arms,
like, here's
yeah.
my fist, and
Mhm.
then they just like magnified it. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, like get the lasso tool and
I know, it's like,
then scale and then scaled up the thing, upscale it.
it's like, is this big enough, sir? I don't see it.
Bigger. Bigger. Bigger.
Big.
Yep. Not to mention her arms are like purposefully long too because of her gameplay,
Yeah,
I guess.
lanky.
They're very
Her
lanky.
arms are like lanky. It's like I'm scared.
Yeah, she's pretty much like Lanky Kong. Everyone remembers that character.
Yeah. I will hit you with my love.
Yeah, nice save there, Zal.
I will throw you like Incineroar.
Incineroar. So, meanwhile, though, funny enough, we had news that there was no news from SNK themselves. Rather, they said the next KOF 15 character trailer will be revealed on July 7th. Hope you look forward to it. That's pretty much all we got for this week. So, some people in the comments were kind of putting out some interesting points or suggestions where they should just just have the silhouette out for like a week, so that way people can like discuss about it and then reveal who it is by next week. Maybe or maybe there's just busy at the time or something like that. But I think they should like at least put out the silhouette along with the previously revealed character, right? And then people can discuss about it for a week, and then by that week, they reveal the character, and then again like repeat the cycle. Like, all right, silhouette, talk about it for a week, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's we got for SNK. Hopefully we can definitely get that going for said date, July 7th and all that stuff. Yep. There are some new characters though that were revealed for other fighting games, like 6 for
Six.
Yes. I think it's pronounced 6. Yeah, 6.
No, it's pronounced sex.
Sex, yeah.
The O is silent.
So, 6 has been announced for Granblue Fantasy Versus, who is I think he's like the second to last character for pass number 2 or something like that. I'm not too sure. I kind of got lost, so it's kind of hard to keep up. But anyway, he's one of the 12 Eternals, so he's like pretty powerful. He uses claw weapons and stuff like that. So the trailer should be right here. Ooh, that's pretty loud.
I cannot hear. I'm blind.
I think it's the same voice actor for like Link and Hiei and stuff like that. So Mr. Hiyama is voicing the character, I think. Yep, yeah.
I'm not Wolverine, but I'm Wolverine.
Yeah, pretty much. He's Wolverine that can side. Yeah, he can. Yeah. He's kind of more like Leo because he side switches.
Or some of his movements reminds me of Tao Kaka.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, the claws and everything. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He even has the maximum Wesker sort of super. And then apparently his attacks like change when his mask is like cracked or whatever. So kind of like Vega.
Vega and Wesker.
Yeah, Vega and well, yeah, with the glasses off.
I have an inner furry in me.
Yep. You can hear that voice that Hiyama does for his characters.
Yeah. Grand Blue Fantasy. Boss. Meow 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 meow.
Meow 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 meow.
Meow 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 meow.
Yep, and he's coming July 13th, so a couple weeks from now. And get a couple more stages. And then what? I think there's like one little extra. Oh yeah, it shows you where they're at with the. Okay, so there's still. Oh yeah, there's a bit of a typo right there. It's like
Oogis.
Oxsuit. Oxsuit.
Wait, no, maybe that's a hint that your next character is from Japan.
Something with August, yeah. That's the hint for the next character. Yep, he likes having his mask, so. I guess there's yeah, I guess I was miscalculated on the pass, but it is kind of hard to keep up. So there's still 2 more characters in the slot. I don't know if they'll even do more after, but we'll see. It is pretty popular, I guess, in Japan, so maybe they'll keep going with it. I don't know, but we'll see.
Hey. Just make a part 2 or something.
Oh, number 2, yeah, just like number 2-ish, yeah. I'd be down for it because they need to put that rollback netcode from Guilty Gear in this game. So,
well, first they have to, fix their lobbies.
For sure.
It's like,
damn shame. Such a fun game, yet the lobby system can really like cuck things.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's it on that part for Grand Blue Fantasy. I still kind of hope Silva makes it in there, but right now I don't play the game because the netcode is kind of and everyone else is playing GG Stripe.
Trash.
That code is kind of trash. There was some info for Melty Blood type Lumina. So. Let me click on this. This is from HT Keating. So each character has a total of 10 different color schemes, and players have the option of setting up their own custom colors. Single player modes are story mode, time attack, and survival. In story mode, players will select their character, control their character. Selected through a series of must-win fights, witness story events that are unique to that character, trying beating your fastest fight in time attack mode, or see how many battles you can endure before your limited health runs out in survival mode. So that's, you know, pretty classic. The third paragraph here says, carrying over the classic features of Melty Blood, the new game's battle system has been rebuilt from the ground up. Features including Rapid Beast system, which allows players to execute combinations of repeated presses of the attack button. So it's like, that's pretty much like the auto attack, or auto combo, excuse me. Actions and systems that make use of new resources are also planned for inclusion. But the highlighted, I guess, info was the custom colors. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of very reminiscent of Capcom versus SNK 2, at least. That's neat. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess it came from like a mistranslation on one of the websites, like I think the Japanese one or something like that. I forget which one. So that's why HD Kid in here wanted to put this out to clarify things, I guess. So neat. Okay, so let's talk about a discussion here. It's not really like news, but type of a discussion. This is from Maximilian, of course, talking about KI. I'll just put this up like, what are you doing? Anyway. So the whole discussion kind of started from like a podcast featuring Phil Spencer, the CEO of Microsoft right now, at least the Xbox side of things, and you know, along with like Code Carnage, blah blah blah. And they one of them mentioned about Killer Instinct and stuff like that, and whether, you know, is it going to happen for at least for this generation. And Phil pretty much kind of like, without like revealing too much, he kind of just said like along the lines of like, yeah, you know, we're still interested to, you know, have Killer Instinct happen, but we can't really find the right developer to do so because, you know, I guess there is a point to that too, right? So Max talked about that too, of how successful in terms of gameplay it was with the previous KI game. You know, we all have come to know that one as KI 2014 because that's I believe that's when it came out, and I believe that was like the very first game that Max streamed on Twitch back in the day, right? So,
Really?
I think so. I think it was KI. It's definitely one of his first ones for sure.
Yeah, because I know that he did the original Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't wanna travel back in time right now.
Yeah.
Because then I might go like, oh, let's travel back in time. Oh look.
I mean, it would make sense for that to be his first stream because he loves KI. So yeah. And you know,
but then it's kind of like sorry, jumping into low-key territory. It's like variant. You're a variant.
Yeah.
Right, kitty? You're not a boy, you're actually a dog.
You're a good boy, right? But yeah, you know, I think there is definitely a point where, you know, the whole like situation developer thing is kind of like come into play because of how good the previous game was. So it's like it's kind of hard to kind of top the previous game without sort of repeating the formula in a way. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, do you have anything to say about that when it comes to like this sort of discussion?
When it comes like that, some may argue like, look at the Naruto Ninja Storm series.
Oh, they don't care. Yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah, they don't fucking care. It's pretty much the same formula, but each iteration has like that one or two extra spice to it, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
So
yeah.
I can understand. I can understand where they're coming from, but then I look at the other side of the coin, going like, well, you could just you know make the game for funsies, but you know you're risking losing money if it doesn't sell well.
Yeah.
Which which I don't know if it's kind of the same topic. That's why I hated what Capcom did with Darkstalkers.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
They based their whole like
Expectations and
if
stuff, yeah.
expectations, yeah. If people really like Darkstalker, then they have to buy this game to say they want a new Darkstalkers. It's like no,
Yeah.
it's like no, just make the damn new game.
Yeah. It's old, like you know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, it's a trip down memory lane, but that's not,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's not where you should measure expectations.
yeah. It's like you really want to play a nostalgia? How about yeah, you could have the old games, but make it as a package deal for the with the new game if they pre-order
Oh, of
early.
course. That could, yeah, that could be
Jeez,
a way.
if they did that, wow, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm Owen Woodson. Wow,
Wow. Yeah.
wow.
Yep. It's definitely a weird sort of a topic to like. There's no like black and white
Yeah,
answer, right? For this one,
yeah.
it's like
There's not.
it really isn't, because like yeah, like how do you top a game like that, right? How do you, you know, make a game without repeating the formula and yet top it, you know what I mean? Because that game was so, it put the, the standards, I feel like way too high in this situation. I mean, it's not a bad thing necessarily, but again, it sets up a weird discussion as to, well, shit, how is the next game gonna, be better, or how's it gonna justify that purchase for, newcomers or returning players and such, like, you know what, what I mean, what is the answer? And again, there is no real black and white answer. It's kind of just like, yeah, you just kind of have this sort of open discussion here, you know what I mean? So definitely interesting, worth mentioning, because Killer Instinct, fighting games, that sort of thing. And it's cool to hear that, yeah, Microsoft still has some remote interest with something like Killer Instinct, of all things, right? But it sucks because, you know, while they could just get Iron Galaxy to do it, it's like, well, they're busy with their other projects and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And plus, like, again, like how is this game gonna top the other one in such ways, without, again, like repeating the formula, blah blah blah, beating a dead horse sort of thing, right? So it's hard. It's a difficult thing, you know what I mean? So sometimes, like, it opens another question, like, should games go all out and stuff like that? Like, you know, like, should you like hold back on the fun factor just so you can like potentially just sort of carry that over to the next game and like try to like make that one as marketable or whatever? Like, you know, there's all sorts of questions and little
Yeah.
things to pick out and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know if you have anything more else to like add on to that. Like, it's such a, like, you know what I mean? Very, very unique
Uh,
sort of situation.
but I guess like one of the most things that we gotta remember is, let's say, yeah, the developers, they really want to make Killer Instinct 2. They really don't have the final say. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's whoever is going to back this project up has the final say. Like if that person if Microsoft outright just says we don't see any profit coming from making a Killer Instinct 2, then that's it. That's the end deal.
Yeah.
I mean, they they could do a Kickstarter,
Yeah. Crowdfunding.
but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but then it'll still be like under like Microsoft's property, Sony's property. It'll be like, oh, okay, so you did this.
Mm-hmm.
お金ください.
Yeah. I mean, of course, there's always the big, like, sort of elephant in the room, and that's the whole, well, the business side of things, the money,
Yeah,
the financial side of things, right? What is this gonna bring in money and all that stuff? But you know, um, I feel like that's like not the issue at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
yeah, you can get money. That's Microsoft, right? They can pull some strings. and stuff like that to make it happen. But now it's the whole like, well, who's the right developer, you know, to take up the mantle to make this game awesome, you know what I mean? So that's I think that's like the most difficult thing in this situation is to, you know, find the right developer to make this project right, you know, get this franchise right for this next game or whatever. Again, you know, how to top the game, how to, you know, top the previous game when this game already was like really cool with the music, the presentation, the mechanics, the rollback netcode and everything, right? So, you know, everything. I mean, I guess you can like refine the package and like, oh, it's got like a more robust arcade mode or story mode, or it's got actual like story or lore or whatever. Then maybe that could be a selling point, but other than that, maybe the mechanics and all that stuff could remotely be the same. Maybe some things could be tinkered around to make it a little different. But I don't know. We've had games like Strive, you know, kind of like simplifying and refining the mechanics of what was already there, and you can sell it that way. You know what I mean? Like make it a little more not easy, but easy to understand. You know what I mean? So that could be a selling point. That could be a good, it could be a way to make it new. You don't have to like rip out the shadow meter or whatever and stuff like that. Maybe make the shadow meter or like the combo breaker or the auto combos and whatever, like auto doubles and all that stuff, like easier to understand. You know, to teach why is this so, or why is this good, or why is this could be bad in this situation. You know what I mean? So. There's a whole new discussion of how, well, to make a fighting game sellable, how to make it profitable and stuff, and that could be a whole different discussion. But yeah, I think that, but here it's like, yeah, there's no obvious black and white answer. It's just like kind of a topic of like, well, what could Killer Instinct do, or what is the future of Killer Instinct, or you know, certain other games too, which we will bring up a bit, but you know what I mean, so. That's why I kind of wanted to bring this up, to kind of open up the discussion or open up the can of worms to, well, what could happen with Killer Instinct, and where is it at, and you know what I mean. So, all right, if you don't have anything else to add, I think we can move on to the next thing, which is still relating it in a way, but well, we'll see about that. Anyway, so we talked about Kazuya a little bit in the beginning. Kazuya did have his like presentation, all that stuff. I think just him being in Smash in the first place is just cool. Whether his mechanics and all that stuff and whatever, right? His like inclusion for Smash, I think, is really cool because of how much detail Sakurai does put into these characters. You know, so they like he really wants them to represent that game. So Kazuya has all his like. Or has most of his like combos and like his moves and how you input them and everything. He even has his crouch dashing and all that stuff. Like, it's got so much essence of Tekken. It's like crazy, you know, for a game like Smash. And that's why, like, you know, you really gotta give a lot of credit to like Sakurai and of course and his crew and everything to like really like preserve that sort of essence for each character anyway, wherever they come from. Kind of unfortunate, you know, little off topic, but kind of unfortunate that Cloud didn't really like, you know, kind of get that sort of treatment. Like they could have done so much with the materia, for example, you know, whatever else mechanics that Seven had at the time, you know. But it is what it is. So there are some revelations, right, with the Mii costumes. And yeah, that's pretty much like the heartbreak portion of these videos, right? So we had let me bring it up real quick, but there was Dante, there was Shantae, pretty funny enough, Dragonborn from Skyrim, and then there was Lloyd Irving from Tales of Symphonia, which he was actually in the previous one, I believe. So I'm just gonna, God, that's not how you spell Lloyd. I'm a terrible.
Lloyd.
Oh, there we go. It's two L's. Anyway, why am I typing Lloyd? God damn it! Fucking
Lloyd.
smash, and then there was a presentation, right? Yeah, there you go. Don't you just love it when like words just sort of intersect your head and you just type out that word instead? Anyway. So let's just talk about the Mii's real quick and then we'll get back into Kazuya. But it was like right at the end, I think, right? So yeah, right here.
And Jigglypuff is like, brother, help me.
Yep. Yep, so there's Lloyd Irving right there. We've already seen him. We've already actually seen him from Smash 4 as a Mii costume again. So yep. No Lloyd. He was actually highly requested bunch of times. Like even during the Smash 4 era, like he was super highly requested. And then there's this guy from
it's so funny they cannot say Skyrim. Because I don't think Microsoft gave the okay.
Is it not? Oh.
Dante. It's Dante from Dante.
Yeah, yeah. That's like the one weird thing I found from this stream is like, why didn't they put the logo or whatever? Maybe they just didn't like get the permission in time at the time. I guess.
Yeah, maybe like Capcom forgot to like give
because
them the okay.
So there's like, oh yeah, let's just yeah, but we got Shantae, you know, at least from what is it, Way Forward, was it? Yeah. At least with Shantae, it does come with music, so that's pretty cool. I believe it's called.
I think if Dante was able to get his music, it might have been expensive.
Right.
And then it also comes to like which Dante theme are we gonna go?
Right, yeah.
Do we go with, Devil May Cry 3s? Do we go with Devil May Cry 5? Or and just use, Devil Trigger?
Yeah. Yep. That is well, unfortunate those who really wanted Dante as an actual playable character and such. Same with Shantae. There was quite a bit of Shantae requests for playable characters. Yep, they got Mii costumes. There are some people that were actually glad that they even got Mii costumes in the first place and at least get some piece of something from the character. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
I just point and laugh.
Yeah.
No, actually, I don't point and laugh. It's just you're just holding the monkey's paw, going like, "There you go, kids.
Yeah.
Got your wish. Any more wishes you want from this monkey paw?
Oh yeah, the monkey paw. Yeah.
Take it."
So that is so it's actually 75 cents each. Oh wow, that's actually not too bad. I thought it was like $2 or something like that for each one. Okay, kind of neat. Yeah, even with the Shantae one, it's like 75 cents, right? So that's kind of cool, and it comes with music or one track, but something else. But yeah, I mean, that's the situation of it, right? So so that's the Mii characters for you. But back into Kazuya. Apparently he's like really good. He's got like armor on one of his moves. He's got quite a bit of stuff. So I think like one of his kicks like actually like reflects projectiles or something like that. I forget which one it was. It was like the heel kick or whatever. Yeah, this one. I think it was this one. That not only like breaks shields, but reflects projectiles, I think. Let me see.
Just seeing that backhand, like, looks like it really hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, and like there are a lot of moves that like trigger like crumple states and like just stuff that like helps you combo into things. So yeah. People are saying like already like he's like pretty good. He's like top 10 or whatever. Or even like, you know, seems pretty crazy. Oh yeah, you got that little kick right there. You can like trip him, side B, and then yeah.
But I see a lot of people saying that when they do that, that the fists, sometimes Kazuya doesn't immediately, autocorrect his positioning.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, and it shows right here like it's harder for him to be in like multiplayer battles because of his like auto turning thing. Just like any of the fighting game characters, you know, for like Terry and Ryu and Ken. Oh yeah, and there's that whole like dumb argument about like the Shotos and whatever. Like, oh my god, like why? Like, who cares, bruh? Who cares? Who cares about who's a Shoto or not and whatever? Like, it's to me, it's cool to see fucking a Tekken character in Smash. You know, overall. And yeah, it looks like yeah, he just hits hard. Seems like. But yeah, I think he's like one of his weaknesses is like his regular jumps. It's like pretty short, so that's why you have to like rely on his up B to like recover. But other than that, he just hits hard. He even has a command grab as well, which is kind of funny actually, like an actual command grab. Which is yeah, that one, Gates of Hell. I just love that. Of all the characters, right? Fucking Isabel, dude, just getting her ass whooped.
Get the fuck out!
Yeah.
Throw the puppy out.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, he talks about the uppercut motion. Yeah, you can like dash with it. There's like some certain ways to like be able to do it even way faster, but it's like kind of weird. I was kind of able to do it, but I definitely need more practice. Yep, you got the Wind God Fist. Yeah, if you get the perfect input, you get Electric Wind God Fist, just like in Tekken. And then let me see. Yeah, yeah, you know, we get the point, right? So there's a bunch of like Tekken stuff in there. Really cool that Sakurai, you know, put that much detail into this character, just like any other character, right, from their respective sort of games. But later on, or somewhere in this video, he did confirm that this pass is the last DLC pass, and he kind of pointed out, you know, like it's been like 10 years and pretty much like since Smash 4, he's been like continuously working on Smash. That's a good long ass time, you know. So
I kind of just want to like tell Mr. Sakurai-san, like just walk next to him. You're done.
yeah.
Take a break, but when you do come back from your 2-year break, I want you to make another game of Kirby.
Kirby, yeah. I really feel like he really wants to get back into like Kirby or something, right?
Yeah.
So,
Because if you look at it, all the times that Kirby looks like he's going to die, he lives. Because Kirby is his child. It's like
the baby, yeah.
It's like, don't hurt my child. I will hurt you.
Kirby was like the first character. He was like the sole survivor in the story mode. Like, you know what I mean? So he's got like the plot armor because of like Sakurai, the Sakurai plot armor. You know, so I find that
I want to say that it's not a woman singing the theme for this game. It's actually Kirby.
It's actually Kirby, yeah, very much. Pretty much. But yeah. That's yeah. I mean, it can only go on for so long, right? I mean, it was a two-way street, right? It could have been continuously being updated for all I care, you know, for more characters or more stages or whatever, right? But the other street or the other path was just, well, he's just gonna stop doing it, you know what I mean? So it's been a long time, and I think, you know, this is pretty much the right time to do so. It makes me just think, you know, or wonder, who is the last character, right? It's gotta be someone big, you know what I mean? It's gotta be someone big, either a guest character or from Nintendo. And it'd be so funny if it's like another Fire Emblem character, right? Because it's just like
I would love it to be a Fire Emblem character, so all these naysayers go like, another sword player.
sword user. Oh my god, like, you know. Oh yeah, and then, yeah. Oh, but go ahead. Yeah.
Be like, if you don't like it, then don't play it.
Don't play that character. I mean, it is what it is.
Ta-da!
Like, yeah. Like, again, like, I mean, you know, well, it goes back to the whole thing. Like, this game ain't gonna please you all the time, right? Like, you can't expect it to please you all the fucking time and pick your characters, right? So, it's gotta like cater to everyone else, you know. So, those are just people who absolutely have unrealistic like expectations, but yeah, it's just you know, it was gonna come to that point, you know, so that's like the point we're getting at here. Let's see. I wonder though, yeah, like, cause we just came up to the Min Min amiibo thing, so yeah, she's coming out sometime 2022.
Nim.
I do hope everyone else does get their amiibo at some point. I mean, a Kazuya amiibo would be really cool, but we'll have to even see if that happens or not.
It's not gonna be an amiibo. It's gonna be a giant ass.
Oh, Namco statue. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be like this big, and then you're gonna have to like place it.
I know, right? Yeah. Like this, like nice, like 8-inch figure with a base and everything. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Giant ass amiibo. So yeah, one last character, man. There won't be no more after that, according to Sakurai. So that is pretty much it.
I know the last character. It's actually Kojima.
What if it was Norman, the Norman Reedus character? It'd be so funny to see. So pretty much Norman Reedus is in Smash. Like, it'd be so funny. That'd be great. But dude, look at this pass alone, dude. Like, we have Min Min, Steve and Alex from Minecraft. We have Sephiroth, Pyra, Mithra, and now Kazuya into the mix. Like, that to me is still blows my mind. That is such a cool, like, what a time to be alive for Smash. You know, such a nice, crazy selection of characters.
They cannot add Sora because that would be too much Square people.
Or not to mention, like, isn't like Disney like really like stingy about that shit?
Yep.
Yeah. Because like, I guess technically Sora is sort of Disney-ish. I guess, I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on with that.
Maybe, like, if they want to promote games and stuff, they could do someone from Bayonetta, like Father Boulder, because they cannot use Rodon. Rodon is a
he's a assist trophy.
He's an assist trophy. They could do another Fire Emblem.
It could.
They could do Advance Wars. I don't know how that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, we do have Yeah, we do have assist trophy for like the troops or whatever from.
Yeah, the troops.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Overwatch.
That's one. Yeah, I feel like if there is an actual pattern to this pass or whatever, like or like a scheme, it seems like 3 Nintendo characters and then the rest of them. Yeah, yeah, and then the 3 guest characters. But I don't know. Maybe they'll kind of break it and maybe do one more guest character. You know. I mean, for yeah, for all we know, this could be just a Pokemon, like a brand new Pokemon to promote whatever, right? Zero Aura or something like that, or like, you know what I mean? Like, or to promote Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl or whatever. Like,
It could be Arceus.
Arceus, yeah, it could be Arceus type of thing, right? The promotion, you know. Oh, it could be Breath of the Wild 2 type of thing, right? It could be short-haired Zelda. I don't know, like, maybe like, oh, it could be like a brand new reveal of like this big game from Nintendo, and then that character could be announced for Smash's like last slot or whatever, and this will be all announced at like Tokyo Game Show or something like that. But like I said here, it's gonna be a while for that announcement. So maybe it could be either Tokyo Game Show or Game Awards. That's where Sephiroth was announced. So yeah. But yeah, either way though, big kudos to Masahiro Sakurai for like just all that dedication, all that work. Despite sort of the difficulties along the way, like he even like had an IV, I guess, to, keep him alive at some point. Like that guy, man, like he still looks, pretty good for a guy his age, but at the same time, he looks tired. He looks like he needs sleep. He kind of needs some sleep.
Maybe Sakurai needs to channel his inner Harada and just say, "Don't ask me for shit."
He actually will probably say, "Don't ask me for shit anymore," because he's not gonna work on Smash after that point.
Sakurai-san, don't ask me for shit.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask you if you wanted to eat Korean
Well,
barbecue or
go out for yakiniku or like
go to yakiniku, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
or just like
But
grab a
since-
beer or something. Yeah. Yeah. But
And then he'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna ask me to make more Smash." And
yeah,
then you
right.
just have like
He has that
please
the
card.
PTSD sort of like, oh god, that trigger, like,
Yeah, but behind you, you're like holding like a letter saying like, "Please make another." It's like,
mm-hmm.
no,
Yeah.
no, I was gonna ask. No, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was, and kind of that tangent, but not really, because like we were discussing earlier about Killer Instinct and being, well, how do you top this game off too, right? Smash Ultimate, dude, like this is such a like big game, and it does bring that question, like, is there gonna be ever like that Smash game again, with bringing back all the characters again, or like just what are they gonna do to stand out from this one? Is it actually going to have less characters, right? Is it gonna, like, what is it gonna do? That's really what begs the question, really. I mean, what about you? What do you think about when it comes to that?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's really hard to say. Like, does one attempt to top Smash Ultimate, or at least be different, and are people are gonna buy it because like they're gonna have those expectations now, like, oh yeah, they're gonna put a lot of characters in this one, like, you know what I mean? But
Is everybody here?
yeah,
No, everybody's not here.
yeah, it sucks that the netcode isn't quite good, but at least for like when it comes to like multiplayer Smash online. But in terms of as a package, like an overall package and stuff like that, just like with characters alone, it's just unbelievable. We have Mega Man, we have Pac-Man, we have fucking you know, Cloud, Sephiroth, and you know all those people. You know, like Ryu, Ken. You know what I mean? Like there's so much like legacy stuff into this game. You know, how is it going to top that? That's the sort of same question with Killer Instinct. And how, is it gonna make more money, or is it gonna make any sales at all? Like, you know, I think in one of my previous videos, I made a prediction that or suggestion like, hey, maybe they could just do like Nintendo versus Capcom type of thing, you know, for this next Smash. Oh, we're just gonna only focus on Capcom characters and Nintendo characters and stuff like that. With like maybe with the Smash mechanics and throw it in there, or I don't know. It could be something different. Cause yeah, like how is it looking when it comes to like Nintendo fighting games, like actual Nintendo fighting games? You know, are we ever gonna see a new Smash game? Are we gonna and if we do get a Smash game, like what is it gonna be like? You know, that's literally the $1 million question. Cause you know, Ultimate made a lot of sales. You know, so that is definitely a big question for us to kind of wonder, I guess, for the future, especially after you know, the last challenger gets announced. Alrighty, well, if we don't have anything else to add,
Yep.
I think we can definitely move on to the rest of the topics. So yeah, we talked about Min Min, right? And this one was for, let me see, let me just check real quick here. Yeah, I do want that amiibo though, because I do like playing Min Min. So yeah, funny note. There's a lot of fighting games that have like their last season sort of characters on the, you know, to be announced. So Smash is an example. Street Fighter is also, I mean, minus Kill, but you know, Street Fighter also has not announced their last character just yet. What was the next one? Oh yeah, and then also um Samurai Showdown. So yeah.
Nice.
And then I guess this person like wanted to throw in like their early predictions. Oh yeah, so I guess I clicked on the parody version, I guess, but yeah, so a lot of these passes are just by coincidence are on their last character slot. I don't know if Samurai Showdown will even continue after this one with season 3. Because we know what for Street Fighter 5, this is the last one. This is the last sort of DLC pass ever for Street Fighter 5. And then of course with Smash, we just discussed it. That this is also the last one as well. Like really, like permanently the last one. So kind of an interesting note. And I know you don't really like care of who gets announced and stuff like that, but do you have like maybe like you want to make a hard read and like make a prediction about Smash, like, or
Gonna be someone that people are gonna love and hate, and I'm just gonna be like,
yeah.
hey,
Yeah, I mean this is gonna be
am I gonna play the character? Nah, maybe I don't know.
yeah. I think no matter what, this is gonna be the most volatile like thing we'll have, you know what I mean? So this is because this is the last character. So no matter who it is, people are gonna hate it or gonna love it, you know. So you can't, yeah, you can't please everyone, that sort of thing, you know.
See, that's what we're just gonna do when it's announced, and then we just see the backlash of it. We're just gonna be like, wow, wow,
Wow.
wow.
If it's just like, yeah, if it's just like someone like Gengar, for example, I'll be so happy. But you know,
I'm gonna walk away.
walk away. Yeah. If it's actually like Gengar, I would laugh and be happy at the same time because it's such a like simple pick, but it's like it makes sense because Gengar is pretty popular. He's a Pokemon. We haven't had any like ghost type representation. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah, but then again, we need a new. If it is a Pokemon, to me, it has to be a Grass type.
A grass type, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Which grass type? I don't know.
Yeah, right. It could be Decidueye, it could be.
Ramblin, the gorilla.
Oh yeah. What was it? Sceptile, that could be a good one. I mean, it was in Pokken, so I mean, there's already a template there. I mean, he could be the what do you call, like, the Pokken representative, so have the mechanics from Pokken to like incorporate in there, I guess. That'd be kind of cool if that's going to happen. But you know, my biggest wish is Scorpion, right? But Ender kind of reminded me about something, right? You know, Mortal Kombat isn't the most like accessible thing worldwide because countries like Australia have Mortal Kombat just banned, I think, in general. You know, there's no way around it. You know, I mean there is, but just for the general public anyway, I think it is banned because of the violence and the gore and all that stuff, right? As much as I do want Mortal Kombat to be represented, I think it would be cool, you know, because it's like the Western fighting game or whatever. But you know, the violence and stuff like that does make it hard for it to happen, and I can acknowledge that, right? You know,
Yeah.
you know, especially in Japan, right? I don't know where Mortal Kombat is, how it is in Japan. Like, is it banned? Is it like heavily censored or just unpopular in general? Because like the only person I've seen play it from Japan is Goichi. You know, of course, that's because of like Sonic Fox, for example. Like, it probably he probably showed him like, you know, like the Mortal Kombat ropes for something like that at some point. But that's pretty much it. That's all I've seen. You know, so I think Mortal Kombat, as much as I do want for it to happen, I think it won't happen. You know, because just because of, you have to think about those other things too, like especially the music. You know, even music counts as a factor as to if that character is going to make it in or not, because you know, the copyright issues, licensing issues, that's definitely a factor that you do have to think about. So that's why maybe like Sora probably won't be able to make it in there because of like Disney stuff, you know.
Sora.
Sora. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Where's my money?
Mm-hmm.
It's like God damn.
Mm-hmm. I would laugh if it was actually Goku. Like, if it was actually Goku. They actually like finally broke the rule. Now we're gonna include manga characters in there. Goku is
It's Goku, but as a Mii costume.
Oh man, that'd be so
Not even a good looking Mii costume.
Yeah, it's like really big.
It looks like a cheap ass like cosplay Mii costume, and I'll be like, there he is, kids.
There's Goku. All right, there you go.
And then you just see Sakurai just going like, don't ask me for shit.
Yeah, I put Goku in there. Can't complain, right? Yeah.
And then that's again, you'll be waving like the monkey paws, like, you did it. You did it. One more.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna fuck up with this game?
Yeah. What other game that's been on Nintendo's console that has not been represented in, you know what I mean? So that's another question to think about too. But yeah, again, like, yeah, there's a lot more factors than one can think or would think.
Yeah.
Besides, like, especially with like the music and the licensing and the accessibility across the world. So yeah. I don't think it's gonna be Scorpion. I do wish it was Scorpion, but I don't think it's gonna be Scorpion, dog. You know, so they could do the Injustice thing and don't make him too violent, but you know, he does come from a violent sort of background, so yeah. Anyway, so let's put a can on that for now. We'll definitely keep an eye out for that one. Let's get to these other news. So let's get to the game news. With Housemarque. Housemarque has become a part of PlayStation Studios officially. So they're now they're probably going to be making exclusive games for Sony for at least a good while. And the Housemarque is the studio that made Returnal, which has been getting a lot of praise. It's one of those like action shooting games that have a good amount of challenge. It does have issues, sure, but you know, came out really well for what it is. And yeah, so they've been acquired by Sony now, so they are probably going to be making more games, likely in the future. So yeah, you know, congrats, good on them. Have you? You haven't played Returnal, have you? Or you just watched people play it?
I just watched.
Yeah. Same. But yeah, you know, really cool. Really cool. Although, there was some drama, I guess, when it comes to the indie side of things. The indie developers that are working under Sony. And all I can summarize is that there hasn't been very good communication between the two. So that's why, like, when it comes to, like, the things they need to really know, like, you know, maybe the pricing on their games, or, like, you know, can we get access to this and that? It's like, well, you know, Sony doesn't really communicate that really well, apparently. So that's why a lot of the indie developers under Sony have been kind of up in arms about it. So hopefully that gets sorted out. But yeah. But when it comes to like these developers, I guess they have it easy because, you know, they get that, well, privilege. So I guess that first party privilege, or AAA privilege, maybe I should say, but I don't know. Hopefully that gets all sorted out. But let's continue on with some more Sony related news. We have Ghost of Tsushima fully sort of announced for the PlayStation 5 side of things. So we do have some new things coming in for this version. We do have an island expansion, so you have an actual like new level to go through. Features like Japanese voiceover lip syncing now, so that's why it makes it a little more authentic. So, you know, because it's only lip syncing for the English side of things, so that's why when you turn on, you know, Japanese voices, it doesn't quite match up. There's haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and more features for the director's cut version. And it's coming out August 20th, so that's pretty cool. Might actually get back into it, because I do really like Ghost of Tsushima. And if anyone else who hasn't already, probably a good time to do so as well. Get into this game, because it's really good. And it is very cool because it's coming out for both PS5 and PS4. So for those who still don't have the PS4 consoles, or PS5 consoles by then, you don't have to worry. You're not missing out. You still can get this version for yourself. So I think there's no like free upgrade or anything like that, but I think there's a trailer for it. So yeah, let's check it out.
To master your blade, you must first control your emotions.
Oh, yep, 60 frames per second, 4K resolution.
Vital.
Oh wow, they actually mentioned that here. Multiplayer, yep.
Melee.
Yeah.
You just hear out of nowhere.
Melee. Yeah.
He's like, Nani?
What?
New story.
Oh, that was dude, that's sick. That horse armor? Holy crap. That looks
Too
so
bad your horse goes boom.
Oh, well, spoilers. Oh, who is that? Damn.
That was Odin.
Odin, yeah, just straight up like just Norse
mythology.
Yeah,
just
mythology.
Walks into Japan.
That'd be pretty funny.
PlayStation.
PlayStation. Yep. I think this is a standalone game, so I don't think you can upgrade to it. Oh, I guess. Oh, no, so if you did get the director's cut on the PS4, you can upgrade to the PS5 version, so yeah. But you can't just upgrade from, like, your regular-ass vanilla Ghost of Tsushima to director's cut, I imagine. So I'm assuming anyway. Well, that's kind of cool they actually mentioned the Japanese part. Like, you hear fucking Blackbeard's voice in his uncle.
Yeah, ha ha ha.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, right.
He's just go like, oh, uncle, what the fuck?
Yeah, uncle.
Sorry. It's like, sorry. That was from my younger days.
Yeah, in my younger days, he was actually Blackbeard, and he's just hiding as just some Japanese dude living amongst.
Yeah, they're in the arc right now, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're in the Wano arc, so it makes sense.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, maybe Ghost of Tsushima is the side story of the Wano arc.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Right. What was like a flashback or something like that, like a long ass flashback arc? Goes to Tsushima. Oh my goodness. You have like Blackbeard in there. But yeah, it looks really cool. Looks obviously beautiful looking. Once again.
It looks beautiful. But let's remember, if this was on the PS4, I think you'll hear like a jet engine just take off.
Yeah. That's the inevitable thing, I guess, right? So. Oh, there's an actual collector's edition thing, it looks like. Oh, I mean, maybe just downloadable content, never mind. Oh no, this is what it all comes with the director's cut, so. I guess it comes with some skins for your horse, your guy, some items, a art mini book, a digital mini art book, online co-op. Yep, that comes with that, of course. The expansion for Iki Island, and of course the whole game itself. So pretty cool. If I want to see if I can give that a try, if there's like nothing else to play. But there is, no more heroes, so yeah. Let's see. Oh, so the upgrade from the PS4 version to PS5 does cost $20, so it's not a complete free upgrade, I think. Okay. If you bought oh, you can also. Oh, okay. No, I think it's Oh, I see. So this is the vanilla version. So if you have the vanilla version on PS4, you can upgrade it to director's cut for $20. So okay, that's okay. That makes sense. And if you bought the director's cut on PS4, you'll be able to upgrade to the PS5 version anytime for $10. Okay. So does that mean wait, hold on, let me see. You can also upgrade directly from the original Ghost of Tsushima PS4 to director's cut on PS5 for $30. Okay, that kind of makes sense because yeah, you have to like do all this stuff and it'll come out to $30 anyway, I think, right? So quick math. So pretty cool. I pay $30 to play this game again with all those upgrades and stuff like that. You haven't picked it up, have you?
Nope.
Yeah, so if you want to pick it up, that'll probably be the best time to do it, man, with the director's cut. If you want to give it a try. I wonder how much it is standalone though. Is it like
$3.
Was it? I didn't hear you.
I said $300.
$300. But it'll come with an actual real sword.
And a penny.
And a pen.
Say what?
Excuse me. Alright. Yeah, so now we can move on to some Pokemon card news. So, a little more info on the upcoming set, which is the 25th anniversary. Oh, the tweet is not available. That sucks. I don't have him there. That's a skip on that one. But anyway.
Skip it, point and laugh.
Uh-oh. I think
They fucked up.
oh wow.
They fucked up.
What
They
happened?
fucked up. They fucked up.
Oh yeah, I think oh wow, Poke Beach got hacked or something. Yeah, it literally says it right there. They got fucked up, literally, yeah.
They fucked up.
Jesus. I don't think that's something to
I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
yeah.
I'm hungry.
Ooh. So let me see okay, yeah, so it is deleted. So let me go to Poke Beach, see what happened.
Aw, you looked me up. Thank you.
I did. Actually.
Why?
Why?
So,
Shh.
I can understand Max, but why me?
Yeah.
Stalker.
Oh wow, they don't even mention about.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, we can look at it from here, I guess. So, we kind of talked about the V union mechanic, but basically it's kind of like Exodia, where you have to assemble these pieces of the car to complete it and activate the V union mechanic. That's kind of weird.
I say that whole thing is gonna cost a lot for collectors.
Oh yeah, especially Mewtwo. Mewtwo's gonna cost.
I wanna say base value is gonna be 150, and then it rises. Base value.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see about how much it actually, or how much demand there actually is for that. Because we have to remember of how it has to also depend on how good the actual effect is, or the mechanics are within this card. So because that also brings up the demand.
I play Mewtwo's left nipples. Like,
yeah,
what?
I know. Right?
Like, what?
I play his left side of his thigh, his inner thigh, and his tail. Like what?
I play his penis.
Yeah,
That's his
much.
tail.
Yeah. No, that's his penis.
It's like he has a tail?
Yeah. Yeah.
When was this?
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I kind of don't like about Pokemon cards is like there's always like the CGI looking artwork.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's the traditional. It's like
this one, like kind of like this one, for example.
Yeah, it's like please pick an art style. I'm getting like super annoyed.
It's it can't be helped because they have to hire a bunch of artists, because you can't just hire the one artist because he might be like he or she might be busy. So like with other projects, so that's why you have to like get multiple artists. It's kind of like how FGO, man. It's with FGO.
Yeah, FGO.
That's a lot of artists in that one.
But at least with FGO, it may be like drawn by different artists, but they have that.
There's no CG. I'll give it that.
No, not CG. They have that continuous look. Like,
oh yeah, there's a template. They have like a template, like standards. Yeah, I get it. Although I think. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but I was gonna say, but like Pokemon is like CGI, traditional art,